to yet another episode of John Works Too Much. Today we're going to do something we almost never do, and that is remodel a bathroom. This shower and tub and tile is about ready to, it's in hospice, and it's about ready to go to little bathtub heaven and tile heaven and faucet heaven, which is in the dumpster, and then eventually to its permanent resting place. We're also going to take out this vanity and the top and the sink faucet and this light here and this exhaust fan. I always call them for a fan. And then we're going to put in a new floor here and new baseboards. So we're super excited about that. A couple things I want to talk about. Number A, people say that it's lonely at the top. And my response is, it's only lonely at the top if you don't help anybody else get up there. Somebody helped you, it's your turn to help somebody else. And we don't win if somebody else loses. We win if everybody else wins, and we help everybody that we possibly can, because that makes a difference. And there's room at the top for everybody. There's room for all of us to succeed, and we need to help each other out. It really does matter. So the real thing I want to talk to you guys about today is, can we please stop glorifying drugs and alcohol in the party lifestyle? Everybody wants to act like it's a cool thing, and that everybody does it, and that it's just there's nothing wrong with it. And the truth is, it destroys lives, it destroys families, it kills people every day, way more than COVID will ever even think about killing. And we need to just stop glorifying that life, because the story that you never hear is, man, my life was in the toilet, everything was going bad, but I started using drugs and I started drinking, and all of a sudden everything just fell into place. Like, all of a sudden our finances were right, our marriage was right, our kids were right, our family was right, school was right, my job, career, everything just took off in a good direction. You will never hear that story, because it's not true and it does not happen. What you will hear is, I had my life together, I had my stuff together, and then all of a sudden I decided that I could just make a small choice and this will be fun and whatever, and everybody else is doing it. And from there, it just landslides quickly until it's out of control. And you end up losing your house, you lose your family, you lose your spouse, you lose your kids. And it's just devastating and heartbreaking. And why in the world do we glorify something that kills us and that poisons us? Except for the fact that people are making money off of it. And the fact that we glorify drug dealers and the easy money that they're making and things like that is something we need to just stop doing. So if you have any part in that whatsoever, please stop, because you are hurting people and you are killing people. I used to own a music venue, and I would not sell alcohol because I was like, I don't want to have that on my conscience. I don't want to have somebody come here and drink, because I'm a good salesperson and I will continue to sell them more of whatever my product is. I don't want to have them come here and drink, and then I'm responsible for killing a family, or I'm responsible for some guy beating his wife or his kids, or hurting somebody or killing somebody, or whatever in the world it is. I don't want that on my conscience, and so I refuse to be a part of it at all. I would encourage you to do the same. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you soon. All right, bye. Hey, golly, where have you guys been? We just did this real quick. Canoe did all the hard work, and it took 12 minutes, and we got all cleaned up, and now we're ready to move on. A couple things I want to show you. So in plumbing, a lot of times you have a clean out, right? And so what this is for is, you unscrew this and then you can run a snake down there in case your drain's clogged. And you're thinking, is there a dumber place to put a clean out? Not really. I mean, you'd have to get underneath the tub, take all the tile off, and then get in between here and shove that down. So that's just a horrible place to have a clean out. But is there a worse place? Well, as a matter of fact, there's one right there. And look, there's another one up there.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. You know, how you're supposed to just go ahead and take the tub out so you can undrain your,
so you can
unclog your drain.
Yeah, it's silly. So I'm super excited because I just finished a music video and uploaded it this morning, and my friend Lawrence Swink did the drums and all the percussion. And let me just tell you about Lawrence. Lawrence is an amazing person, just in general, but he is an amazing drummer and a good producer. He gave me all kinds of great ideas and really just challenged me to make the song better. And whatever your opinion is of my song, I don't care, but Lawrence is a great person. So that's really what I'm excited about. Take a look at it. I put it on Facebook, Instagram, and my YouTube channel. So please subscribe, because, you know, then you get to see all this kind of cool stuff. All right, love you guys. Hello there. So, I make David laugh because I'm funny. But looks aren't everything, ladies. So, we have been working for, it's probably been about 28 minutes, roughly. And we put in the new tub, put in the new overflow, put in the new faucet, green rocked everything, and then laid all this tile, and then got the faucets all finished off. So, we're going to get done working early today. A couple things that we thought were interesting. Well, that David was like, hey, people might want to know this, is that whenever you're laying the subway pattern, here, come on over here so we can see it. We start with a full one, a 2/3, and then a third, and then a full one, a 2/3, and a third, right? Yeah, sorry, full, 2/3, third. And so then when you come up to the corner, then wherever you cut, then you bring this around the corner and carry it on around, and then when you get to this corner, you cut that, and then wherever it comes around the corner, then you go like that. And so that was kind of interesting.
So it's seamless.
It looks like it's seamless, right? So it's pretty cool.
So these are actually subway tiles that I've seen that they use in New York City.
In subways.
In subways.
That's where you get the name.
Exactly. They're a little bigger though.
Obviously. So then the next thing, am I even in the frame? There we go. The next thing is that we did have a day filled with problems, right? We went to one Home Depot, they didn't have any bathtubs. I was like, you don't have bathtubs, that's cool. So we go to another Home Depot, buy all this material, it's raining on us. We get back to the job, we get everything unloaded, David opens up the box for the tub, it's broken. We got to take that back. Then
the chip in a porcelain.
Yeah, it was a big chip, it was about that big. Then we get here, we had bought some PEX, the PEX blew out the truck. So we had to go back to the store. But I think it's important to realize that we need to make peace with trouble. And by that, what I mean is we are gonna have trouble. Like that is part of life. You could sit around and obsess about it and complain about it, be like, my life sucks so bad, boo-hoo, you don't understand my bad luck. Or you could just be like, you know, life is filled with trouble and I've made peace with that. And I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm just gonna overcome it and this is part of life. And then you find that in the end, you win. So tomorrow, we're gonna grout this, we're gonna silicone it, we're gonna put a shower door in, we're gonna put in a new floor, new vanity, countertop, and everything.
We're taking all this out.
Yep. And then a new light, and then an exhaust fan. And so we'll take the toilet out, put it back in, and we'll show you guys some of that too. So,
what did you learn today, John?
What did I learn today? I learned that when I showed David pictures of my music video, that he said, what's this video about? Dracula? And I was like, yes, it is about Dracula. But actually, let me tell you what it is about. It's called Feeding Frenzy, and what it's about is the fact that people are not content, right? That everybody wants more and more and more and more and more, and there's just never enough. And so you just keep consuming and keep getting more and more money and more things and more stuff and more whatever. And it just...
Cowbell?
More cowbell, right? And that just makes you miserable. Whereas if you learn to be content, if you're poor, if you're rich, if you're in the middle somewhere, just learn to be content with that and be like, I have my needs met. I have all of us have a place to sleep, something to eat, a way of transportation. It may not be as nice as the next person's. There may be times in your life where you have less or that you have more, but just learn to be content in that and learn to be happy. And to, you know, when you are doing well, help out somebody that's not doing as well. And when you're not doing well and somebody else does, celebrate the victory of other people, right? Like take the time to celebrate their victories, like be happy for them. I used to own a music venue and I've been a musician for over 35 years. And I've known lots of people that got signed. And typically when somebody gets signed, and by that I mean they get a record contract, then everybody else that's their friend, this musician, is like, that sucks because I'm better than they are, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe that they got signed and we didn't get signed because we're better than they are and whatever. And that's just such a horrible attitude, right? Rather than doing that, why not say, man, I'm so happy for you. Like, that's a great opportunity. How can I help you to make your career better? And in turn, maybe they help you back, right? But don't just go sucking up to people, but just be like genuinely happy for them. Like, I'm so happy that you got, promoted at your job, or that you've got a girlfriend or a wife or had a kid or whatever in the world it is. Like, celebrate the victories of others, because whenever you have a victory, you want people to do that for you too. So that's something I learned, not today, but
I found out that as long as I have more Hershey almond chocolate bars, then I'm good. I don't need anything else.
That's a good lesson.
That's the only more I need, if that's the right way to say it.
More chocolate.
More chocolate.
Yeah. And then there's times where I've seen you licking your fingers and you're like, ugh, that's not chocolate.
Never.
True story.
Never saw that.
True story. Yeah, it happens
constantly,
probably 3-4 times a day.
You need to work on that, son. That
is actually not true. None of that thing I just said is true at all. David never licks his fingers while we're working, because that's gross.
Good job.
All right, love you too. Good morning. So we grouted this morning. We took out the floor and the toilet, and we took out the vanity and the countertop and the sink faucet and this mirror. And then we put in a new floor, put back the toilet, put in the vanity and everything here, put in the mirror, we're about to do a light, we change out the exhaust fan. That is not easy to do. There's no attic, so that was a real challenge. But what else can be a challenge? You know what I mean? Eating food is not a challenge. I've seen you do it. You're good at it. You got any other challenges?
I'm empty today, brother.
You are. Your tank's low. We need to get you some food.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Okay, so we do want to talk about the fact that sometimes girls are like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. You're like, hon, nobody hates you because you're beautiful. They tolerate you because you're beautiful. They don't like you because you're difficult and whiny and you're a brat. But anyway, I don't think that. I love you just the same. So we're gonna do a couple more things and we'll show you guys, maybe we'll show you how to do a shower door or something like that. Anyway, see you guys soon. Love you, bye. So somebody asked, how is it that I drill into tile and that I'm able to put up shower doors or whatever in the world? And the answer is, I use the power of my mind and I focus really hard and my eyes have lasers in them and it starts to smoke and I concentrate, but I get migraines. And so that's a problem. And if you don't have that power, then this will help. So this is a diamond bit and I took the diamonds off of my wedding ring. See, I had a wedding ring there and I took the diamonds off and put them on here. And then that made it all.
Why did you take your diamonds off your wedding ring?
Because nobody loves me. Because
what was happening in your marriage?
Oh, we're not going to talk about that because my kids might watch this. Anyway, so what we do is, we mark where everything is, right? And then we get this diamond bit here, and then so sometimes you hit a stud, and that's nice. And sometimes you don't hit a stud, like what we just did there. So if you hit a stud, then you just put your screws straight into the stud. It's not a big deal. But if you don't hit a stud, then never fear, there's anchors. You take one of these suckers in there, and I could probably smash it with my finger, but I'm too lazy for all that. So we just do that. And then I'll show you how to do this part. So we take these screws here, and then we eat them. You want to eat the screws. So your vertical pieces are pretty standard, like you don't cut these, but you cut the bottom piece and the top piece, okay? When you're doing a shower door. And then, there you go. And we'll do that again over here. Gotta find the hole. Hold on, let me do this. So, we ate at Panda Express today. Canoe's eating healthy because he's a good person. And I was like, I'll try to be healthy too. So I tried soy milk for the first time. It is disgusting. Why would anybody put soy sauce in milk? Ugh, don't do it. You're not gonna have some rude comment about that one? About how dumb I am or anything?
No, I'll pass on that.
I think everybody already knows anyway.
I'll wait for a better joke next time.
That's fair. I'll allow it. Okay, so this one's. And that's how you use the power of your mind to secure the thing. So then what we do, it's pretty simple after that. We just take this top piece, we cut it to length. It's probably not cut to length at this point. It's not. It lays on here. There's like some pieces that hold it in place. We take the doors, put wheels on them, line them up. There's a piece here, some bumpers. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, we'll get that done. We got the new light in. What else we do? Some baseboards and stuff, but we'll do a wrap up here in a minute. All right, love you guys. So, welcome to yet another conclusion of John Works Too Much. As you probably remember, yesterday morning, this bathroom was in hospice. It needed some help, and it has now gone on to its next life, and now it's breathed new life. And so we're very happy about this, and the people are very happy about this. We've got new floor, new counter, cabinet, vanity, faucet, mirror, light, exhaust fan, all this shower door, tile, everything. So you guys saw how we did some of this. And we're gonna talk today about taking your time to do things right. I know that coming from me, that seems like hypocrisy because I work fast, but I've been doing this for a long time, so I can. So here's a good example. When I was much younger and I started doing video, corporate video, I was on tour, doing a tour, and some of the guys on the tour that were in charge said, we don't know anything about video. What we do know is that when this other guy does it, it's bad, and when you do it, it's good. And he went and overpromised and underdelivered, and you underpromise and overdeliver. And they said, look, when you start doing sound, you don't start off and do Metallica your first show. That doesn't make sense. It's too much, the stakes are too high. You don't know what you're doing. You have to do small things and do like some little crappy club, and then you do some little van tour, and then eventually you do small venues and bigger venues and medium-sized venues, and then you're doing stadiums. And by the time you're doing Metallica, it just feels like a Tuesday to you, right? Canoe, have you noticed that in your life?
Yeah, but my 5th show I did Dishwalla.
Well, it's like Metallica, but maybe slightly less well known. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, obviously you're an exception to the rule because you're good at everything and I'm not. But over time, he's rolling his eyes over here and shaking his head like an old grandmother, like you. The point is that you don't do something amazing right at first. If you're thinking, man, I want to be amazing, and you're not amazing the first time, then just keep trying, right? Just you do what you can, and you learn a little bit more, and the next time you learn a little bit more, and then maybe you can talk. And then eventually, you do big things, and it just feels like nothing. So that's our lesson for the day. We really love this job. We really love getting to see you guys every day, and Canoe really loves me. He's laughing. I don't even know what you're laughing at. You can laugh out loud. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows you're there. What is it?
Nothing.
No, it's nothing. And thank you guys for watching my music video, Feeding Frenzy. I've gotten a lot of feedback. Some people are scared. My poor mom was scared. She's like, I don't know. I can't heart that because I feel like it's scary. I'm like, Mom, what this video is about is the ugliness of just always wanting more and more and more and more and more. And nothing's ever enough. And you're just in this frenzy to get more. And if we could see each other's souls rather than each other's faces and our bodies, then that's what that looks like to me. It's just the ugliness and just the blood and the gore and the grossness and all that. It's just this dissatisfied, beat up, rotten person that's just grasping for more and more and more and more and is never happy or content. So that's what that song's about, Mom, and I love you just the same. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
and to I